Does Jiu-Jitsu really work on the street? Yes, man, 100%. Let me explain to you and prove to you how BJJ works on the street. First of all, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu comes from Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. And the Gracies, they were famous and notorious in Rio de Janeiro of the early 20th century for being quite the brawlers as well and very short-tempered. So Gracie Jiu-Jitsu has proven the capability on the streets of Rio de Janeiro, which are quite hot. And many other people who are working on the street, let's say, and working in that kind of environment, still trust Jiu-Jitsu up until today. More and more police forces in the US and in other countries are discovering Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for its one of the most effective fighting systems for their duty. And in many other professions where you have to control people and bring them under control, that's just the best martial arts for exactly that. When I worked as a bouncer for over 10 years, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu was one of the most useful strategies at all. Punching people in the face is not always the best option on the street, and many times it's not. Because first of all, you injure them, that might look bad in front of a judge. Second of all, you take much more risk when boxing somebody than when throwing them to the floor. And in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you always have three great options. First of all, I can throw them to the pavement without going down. That's the power that Jiu-Jitsu gives me. I can decide if the fight is standing or on the floor. And I can decide which one of us is standing and which one of us is on the floor. So I can just take him and throw him on the pavement. And trust me, no man in the world hits as hard as pavement. So your whole weight on pavement, bam, that's it. Or I can take you down and go down with you or control you, like kneel on your head or something, to just control you in any kind that I would like. That's the power that Jiu-Jitsu gives you. I can literally fold people like laundry, and there is not a single thing that they can do to stop me from doing whatever I please. Because I'm better in Jiu-Jitsu than them. That's it. That's just the power that Jiu-Jitsu gives you. Boxing or kicking gives you exclusively the power to punch and hurt and injure people. But Jiu-Jitsu gives me the power to move your body into any position that I please, like a pretzel. And the third thing that it gives you is that if you, for any reason, are on the floor, you still dominate the fight. Like a boxer on the floor is completely helpless. He's immediately lost all his capability of fighting because all his capability is standing. But Jiu-Jitsu allows me to stand up as I please, roll you around, choke you out until you're unconscious, do whatever I want. So yes, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is one of the most effective martial arts for the street.